Hello, so today we have a special guest. This is the Fixerette Marron, and I'm really glad to have you here.
I'm very glad too.
And the Fixerette Marron is going to teach us how to make Marrons Glacés, which we could translate as candied chestnuts. So in France, this is something that we eat for, at Christmas. It's generally around the dessert, right?
Yes, tea time too.
Tea time.
And look, this little merveille.
From this you make this. And so we have to keep it whole the whole time, so through the cooking time. And this is why, having this final product is quite a miracle. So we are going to show you how to do this today.
Okay, don't be afraid to make some little pieces, because the little pieces are very good too, to spread on ice cream. Wow, very good. Vanilla ice cream or some other cake.
Exactly. Good tip, you see? Let's start. Let's go over what we need for this recipe. So in terms of ingredients, we are going to need raw chestnuts, sugar, just regular sugar, and vanilla beans. In terms of cooking utensils, we are going to need a deep fat frying pan. You could, if at home you have something else that has a basket, basically. The basket is the most important thing, and you need a mesh that is fine, like small holes, because the idea is to put the chestnut in it and that the sugar goes through the mesh.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yes.
And so it's going to allow you, it's going to allow you to keep the chestnut in one piece.
Yes.
So you're going to need also a knife that is sharp and small, small blade, and a cooling rack. Did I think about everything?
Yes, I can mention that the marrons glacés are very expensive in France. And when you do it like that, it's not expensive. You need just a little bit of time.
Exactly. So in France, we are talking about maybe €2 to 3.5 euros for one marron glacé. So it can be expensive. The last one, actually, I forgot, is the microwave. We are going to need the microwave for a little trick that you are going to teach us.
Okay.
Yes.
You have to go on the top of the chestnut with the top of your knife, and you have to make a little, just open the first skin of the chestnut, but be careful not damage the chestnut.
So now that we have 6 chestnuts ready, we'll go for the little trick. We will put them in the microwave for
20 seconds.
20 seconds. And you will see after 20 seconds you will hear a little hiss from the chestnut, and that's going to tell you that they are ready.
And you see, it's open. And the first is going very quickly. You have the second skin.
Yeah, so that's important to note. Actually, we just removed the first skin, and then we also have to remove the second skin. You can do it either with your fingers or with a knife. And it's just important not to damage the chestnut at this point, right? If you want to keep it whole.
This one is not...
So some of them are going to be easy to peel, some others are going to be more difficult, like this one. Mine was relatively easy. And I also, something that you taught me is the fact that you have to look for, for maybe brown stains. And if there are, it might mean that there is a little worm inside. And so here it's fine, it's ready. And to prevent the chestnut from cooking further because of the microwave, I put it in cold water.
Look, this one has a little warm. Sometimes we can go further and perhaps take a little piece of the marron. You see, we just take off the part it's not nice, like that, and you can keep the other part for a piece of little marron glacé. Everything is good to eat.
Okay, something important to note when you do this is that you don't. The way to peel it is more with the pointy part of the blade. You have to go under the skin and kind of pull it. And so sometimes you see it's easy, but sometimes you'll have little pieces like this and it's important to do it this way rather than this way, because this way you will actually peel some of the chestnut, or you will get some of the chestnut, and it won't look nice. It won't do the same effect as the. So you just go under the skin with the pointy part of the blade, and you remove it this way. So you will still see, the nice shape of the chestnut. So like this, continue. And you know how we told you that there are worms in sometimes in chestnuts, and you will see it by brown stains. So here I have a stain, but it might not be a worm, right? Correct?
No, it don't look like a worm.
And the way we find out, I think, is by just peeling a little bit,
yes,
like this. So this time we do it with this part of the blade, and if basically you see, it doesn't look very good.
Don't look very good. Okay, but you can go a little bit further.
Further. And then
I think it's perhaps we can keep. Okay, excuse me. I just look. Yes, you see.
Okay.
This one is good. Donc you can.
But so this one we will use for pieces instead of the whole.
Yes. And perhaps it's good to take off the black because it's not nice.
Yeah, the stains
you
here.
peel this one. You have to peel this one a little bit. Okay, like that. Take up this one too.
Okay, so you will see, and we are at the end. We did approximately a kilo, so that would be approximately 2 pounds of chestnut, and you will notice that some of them look very perfect. Look at these; they are really, really beautiful. Others have stains, and it's okay. Don't really worry about this, because I think once they are candied, it won't show.
No.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cold water. I cover them to the top.
Yes. No, to the top of the chestnut.
To the top of the chestnut.
When the water is boiling, you have to wait 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so this is how the chestnut look now. We had to make sure not to let them too long in the water so that they don't fall apart, but long enough so that it stops the cooking process. So one way to tell is to touch the water, touch the chestnut, and see if it's cold or room temperature. For somebody as perfectionist as me, it can feel a bit overwhelming to see that over half of my chestnut are in pieces right now, and but as my mother would say, they will still taste delicious at the end. So it's what matters, correct?
Don't worry.
All right. So we are gonna put all the little pieces at the bottom, so that we put the whole chestnut at the top. Okay, so now it's boiling. You will see that it's boiling,
yes,
right?
It's
correct.
boiling.
So now I put the vanilla.
Yes.
Okay, so let's throw the vanilla and
Very good.
How much?
And
2 minutes.
3 minutes. Yes.
Okay.
To put the chestnut.
Okay, it's been 3 minutes. So we just put this in.
Yes. The basket in the syrup.
And is there any trick to know,
No,
or just
no, just put it.
slowly?
Yes, slowly.
Okay, this is 24 hours later. The syrup is now cold, and we are going to remove the chestnut from the pan, from the syrup. And we are going to heat the syrup without the chestnut. The syrup is boiling, so we will put the chestnut back. After the fourth repetition, you're going to lay all the chestnut on the cooling rack. On the left you have the little pieces, and on the right you have the whole chestnuts. With the pieces, you're going to be able to use them with ice cream or other desserts. You're going to also be able to use them in jam with the rest of the syrup. It's going to be the topic of another Fixerette video. If you wonder how you can make fewer or more whole chestnuts, it really comes down to the chestnut you pick at the store. So this is probably, like, it's a smaller chestnut, it's probably gonna break. This one is bigger and it's probably gonna stay whole through the cooking time. So be careful how you choose your chestnuts in the store.